Hi everybody and welcome back to the Going For It Sim Studio. When I started this challenge at the end of last winter to attempt to break 80 outside for my very first ever round of golf outside by only learning on a golf simulator, I knew that I was looking at a huge mountain to climb. Now golf is an impossible game. So how do we control that as much as we possibly can? There are things that you can do from a beginner golfer all the way through an avid golfer that allow you to take that impossibility and make it a little bit more controlled. Today we're gonna talk about controllable variables, things that you as the golfer have full control over to make this game just a little bit easier. Let's talk about those. All right, so what are these controllable variables that I'm talking about? What the heck do they mean and how does it make me a better golfer? In life, there's a lot of things that you as a person have full control over. And in a game of golf that is an impossible game to play, what you want to do is make it as easy as you can to make that impossibility a little bit less so that you can enjoy the game and improve yourself to get to that score that you're looking to get to. The very first variable that you as a golfer have full control over is your equipment, right? Make sure that you have the equipment that's right for you, not the cool one. Not the stuff that you think is the right equipment, but the stuff that actually benefits your game. There's no shame in using a club designed for a beginner, if you're a beginner, right? As you learn the game, as you improve, you're gonna work yourself into those clubs that you want, but by all means, don't get stuck in the marketing. You wanna talk to somebody that really knows what they're talking about, that can fit you into equipment that is good for where you are at. If you're a newer golfer and you see a tour spec item for sale online or something that says tour only on it, stay as far away from that as possible. You have full control to use the equipment that's gonna make you better, not make things more difficult. Fitting's a big part of that. There's definitely a place for fitting for a brand new golfer. You wanna make sure that that equipment is set up so that you are gonna be able to go out there and know that what's in your bag is not the stuff that's gonna make you look cool on the tee, but it's gonna help you score better. There's equipment made specifically for every type of golfer for that specific reason. The second thing is nutrition. I feel like this is an aspect within the game of golf that is completely lost. In cycling, it's a big deal, right? Because you're doing an endurance sport, it's easy to say, oh, I need to have nutrition going. But even some of the best professionals out there, they forget things. There's been many times in races that I have forgotten to eat, I've forgotten to drink, and it absolutely was detrimental. And it's things that I had full control over that, hey, I just forgot to do, and that's all right. I learned, and I fixed it the next time. Watch any of the Bryson DeChambeau videos. Every time that guy's in a cart in between his shots, he's eating or drinking something. We should be doing something similar, especially if you're out there walking the course. It's a long time. Golf now takes a really, really long time. Just make sure that you're eating good food and you're having good hydration. If you're just out there to party, great. You're probably getting plenty of calories in there, right? However, if you want to enjoy your entire round, there's a lot of time standing around, drink a little bit of water, have a little bit of decent food, and keep the energy needed so that when you reach that hole 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, you're not bonking, you're not just lethargic, right? It's a controllable variable you should really take into account. New golfers, all the way through avid golfers. Start learning about it and get into it. The next thing is your mindset. It's really easy to get down on yourself, get frustrated, and just start yelling because golf's hard. It's really, really hard. And it's not necessarily about the good shots you hit, but it's about your misses and being able to understand, okay, what did I learn from that last shot? How can I approach this next shot so that I can get it where I want it to go? If you start going down the negative mindset path, you're quickly gonna ruin your day, and you probably spent a decent amount of money to be out on that round. You probably don't wanna ruin it because you're upset over one shot. Mistakes are gonna happen. You have to accept that and give high fives when somebody else in your group hits a great shot. That's how you keep the positivity high, and I guarantee you it's gonna make you score a lot better. The best golfers in the world that do something that you could learn from is their internal monologue. Even if they hit a terrible shot, they show a little bit of frustration, but internally they're gonna say, hey, that was pin high, that was a really good shot. Even if it's off the green, right? They will always keep themselves positive, and that's for a reason. You gotta keep that mindset going in golf. Golf is so frustrating. Coaching is another thing. From beginner golfer all the way through an avid golfer, you have control over where your game is improving and how you're improving your game. Go see a coach, take that advice and go practice it so that when you do spend the money on those rounds, you're gonna be able to improve yourself and not be stuck in a rut where you're having the same issue every single round that you're going into. Big time controllable variable, your coaching and how you practice. Get it. Find that score you want. If that's where you want to be in golf, you have to be able to understand that. The last one that's controllable is the yardage and the pace of play, okay? We're not paid money to play from further back. There's no embarrassment, there's no shame in playing from the tees that equal the scores that you are shooting. If you are not shooting high from the whites, you should not be playing from the blues. It's a fact, right? All you really do is you're making it harder on yourself and you're slowing the game down for everybody else. Whether you're new or a seasoned golfer, that's really, really important. And it's hard because you feel like you're good enough to be at this certain tee. Just be honest with yourself and make sure that you're controlling everything that you can about the game. Take the free yards and speed up the pace. Don't stand over your ball, going over a million swing thoughts, trying to fix your swing on the course. That's not what that's for. That's what the range is for. That's what the practice facilities are for. That's what the simulators are for. Take all the swing thoughts you need. Change things here, see how they work so that when you go out on the course, you don't even think about stuff. You're just hitting the ball, having a dang good time, and enjoying being outside. So keep it going. Control the variables that you have. Make sure that you have the right equipment that you're looking for. Stay hydrated and fed. Make sure you're playing from the right tees. Get the coaching you need when needed. And hey, don't forget to ask questions. Asking questions if you don't know something is gonna be very, very important. Make golf a little bit less impossible by controlling those variables. Please like, follow, and subscribe. I'm gonna continue learning golf as I can at a later age in life, being very busy because I wanna change the way golf is learned so that we can get more people playing and having a really, really good time. Golf can be a wonderful break from the reality of life. See you next time.